Welcome back to another episode of Alex's Sports Talk Show. Today we're going to be talking about the best young core in the NFL right now. So what this entitles is these young adults are proven, they can perform for their team, and they're under the age of 26. Now, I'm 24 right now, and I'm like, well, what am I doing with my life compared to all these other 22-year-olds, 24-year-olds, working the field? And I am analyzing you guys. That's what I'm doing. So I have 3 or 4 teams right now that really kind of are my best young core. So I'm just going to list out the teams, and then from there I will break down the players and whatnot. So just starting with the first one, Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Cleveland Browns, Chargers, and then the Los Angeles Rams are right on the edge for me. So let's just start breaking these down. Dallas Cowboys, they got a great young core. They got their running back, Ezekiel Elliott, their quarterback, Dak Prescott, 2 linebackers, Leighton Van Noy, Jalen Smith. These dudes are going to be some of the best linebackers in the next few years. You already have Luke Kuechly and Bobby Wagner as kind of the top linebackers in the game right now. But these 2 young guys are going to be leading the way. I almost see Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, kind of that great of a linebacker duo right there. And the last one to just round out the Cowboys, Amari Cooper, that dude is 25 years old. Same with Dak is 25. In my next video, I'm actually going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys and who they should be paying, because they have to pay Ezekiel Elliott. He's got 2 years left on his contract. He's 23. Dak Prescott is 25 with 1 year left on his contract. And then Amari Cooper is 25 as well with 1 more year in his contract. So great young duo. That's half of the Cowboys offense, and Zach, Deke, and Amari. Can't forget about that offensive line, but those are pretty much the leaders of the offense. And then defensively, your linebackers essentially are the voice of your defense. And then something else I've got to put in here is Byron Jones. I don't know if he's 25 or 26, but he's going to be a great DB for them to have. So Cowboys are one of the best young cores in the NFL. Moving on to the Browns, there are a lot of high expectations for these Cleveland Browns. Not even 2 years ago, they were winless, and now they were 9-7-1 last year, and then they are they're a playoff team. Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, all these guys, on paper it looks stacked, but obviously a couple of these guys haven't been in the team, and you have a new head coach, so that's going to be a whole new system to learn. But just listen to these guys right now. Okay, you have your quarterback, Baker Mayfield, 24 years old, just tied Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning's rookie NFL touchdown record. Denzel Ward, cornerback, 22 years old. This guy just got drafted last year, had a great rookie season. Only can get better. He's 22, just about to get into his prime, so look for him to be kind of on the up and up even more. Another defensive guy, Myles Garrett, 23 years old, first overall pick 2 years ago. I was on Instagram the other day, and I saw him carry 50-pound dumbbells in each hand and do about a 5-foot vertical box jump. This dude is an athlete. I see him as a Khalil Mack type defensive end, which is pretty crazy. 2 running backs. Nick Chubb is 23 and Kareem Hunt is 23. For those of you who don't know, the reason why they have 2 running backs this young is that because Kareem Hunt got into some trouble while he was on the Kansas City Chiefs, and so the Chiefs let him go, and so the Browns picked him up. But I think Kareem Hunt is going to be out the first 4 games with the suspension. But that's still, you almost have a Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman. I really see the Browns having a really nice 1-2 punch with these 2 guys. And then someone who's just over the cuff of the 25-year-old is OBJ. He's only 26, and he can provide a lot for this Browns team, especially when you have Jarvis Landry on one side and then Odell Beckham, college teammates who know how to play with each other and probably are the best one-handed catchers in the league right now. So in the AFC, watch out for the Browns. A lot of people have them as Super Bowl contenders. I see them I mean, I would like to see him as that because I really like the Browns squad, but definitely a playoff team for sure. Okay, staying in the AFC still, going to be talking about the Los Angeles Chargers, not the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. They have a great young core too. They have number 2 overall pick Joey Bosa a couple years ago, Ohio State. He is 23 years old. Derwin James, 22, the safety they just drafted last year. I think he got Defensive Rookie of the Year. Desmond King, 24, great cornerback. Their tight end Hunter Henry, who did not play last year due to injuries, and you could tell he was missed on the offense. Melvin Gordon had to really take the load for Phillip Rivers, even though Phillip Rivers can still sling the ball like anybody in this league. And then you have Mike Williams, 24 as well. Just a great young core right there. Joey Bosa, working with Melvin Ingram, is like a great mentor leadership for him. Secondary for the Chargers is also scary, especially when you think about what Jason Verrett can do. But he's had, in the past 3 injuries, he's tore his knee up 3 different times. So it's kind of hard to see such a talented athlete go down like that. But the Chargers for sure are someone to look out for. A lot of analysis and fans think that they really can go all the way. They beat Baltimore. They were very close to beating the Patriots, except for their offense stalled. And imagine what if their offense had Hunter Henry, their kind of go-to tight end, almost like a faster Jason Witten, if you will. Do a little comparison. All right, the last one, staying in Los Angeles, still talking about the Rams, the Super Bowl losers. This is kind of scary to think about how young this team is, but also how old this team is. They recently picked up Eric Weddle. Their offensive line is a little bit older. So let's just dive into this. Okay, the quarterback, Jared Goff, is 24 years old. Their running back, Todd Gurley, is 24. Their DN they traded for in the middle of the season, Dante Fowler, he's 24. Brandon Cooks is 24. That dude's been in the league for 3 years now. Samson Ebukam is 23. The safety out of Washington they just drafted, Taylor Rapp, he's 21. Corey Littleton is 25. And then since we talked about OBJ being 26 and being a receiver for the Browns, I'm going to throw in another one. Cooper Kupp out of Eastern. Shout out. He is also 26 years old, coming off an ACL tear kind of earlier in the season, so hopefully he'll be back and ready to produce. But that is a lot of young talent for the Rams, and that they just went to a Super Bowl and they lost to the Patriots in a very defensive-minded game. But Rams are scary. They just paid Todd Gurley $15 million. They need to pay Jared Goff. They need to pay a bunch of these guys, and living in LA, there is going to be a little bit more leeway with cap, trying to get the bigger stars. Hopefully guys can take a little bit smaller pay cuts just so they can keep this team around you. But just looking at this on paper, Rams look scary. All right, out of the best young core, these two, at least on paper, really, really scare me. Cleveland Browns and the LA Rams. Those are my kind of best young cores. Just looking at this, going through all the different scenarios in my head of how they can beat you, is really kind of terrifying. So thanks for tuning in again. I will have more videos regarding the NFL soon. I'm out of here. Peace.